Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Contest of Speed Tier 3, where the circus this week has stopped off in Canada, and it's these clowns again. I know I used that joke last week, but I'm going to use it for a while longer. My name is Dan, I'll be your commentator for this evening, and as always, sat alongside me is my trusty friend. It's Matt.
Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you very much for that lovely introduction.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
We had a quick discussion, didn't we, prior to coming on, that it's going to be quite open, I think, this evening.
Yeah, it is. We have no clue.
Penalties is going to play a major part.
Yeah, they are. Weather as well. We're waiting for confirmation on the weather. So we shall wait and see. I believe Rick is the first man out on track in the Toro Rosso. So while we're waiting for him to go around, I'm going to check my audio, because I think I've turned something the wrong way. I think I need to do that to there, and then I need to do that to there.
I mean, wouldn't it be the first time you've had audio problems?
We don't talk about that, do we? We don't talk about that. We leave that in the past. So, housekeeping then, whilst Rick comes down the back straight towards the final chicane and the Wall of Champions. First thing is corner cutting. There are, as you can rightly imagine at Canada, several opportunities for people to cut the corners at the chicanes. Rick is coming up to one of them now. He's taking it properly. However, tail happy there. Yeah. If one of the drivers wants to take either the final corner, the one we saw Rick going through there, or turns 7 and 8, I want to say. We'll show you when he gets to them. Then there are designated bollards on the far side of the corner that they have to go around, and they have to be seen as taking a severe enough time penalty for that to count. The other one is the pit lane. There we go, on the left here. See the little bollard? There we go. The other one is the pit lane exit. There is a section of the pit exit where the white line moves to the right. Oh, and the Toro Rosso boys have timed this perfectly. And I've pressed the wrong button. There we go. Camping Doc's giving his teammate a tow down the back straight.
It's worked! I've had 3 weeks of working on it and they've got it to work.
They've finally got it to work.
Good work, gentlemen.
Oh, Rick goes deep. Ooh, close to the wall. So it's the first time of the evening, 109.2, and I can tell you already that is faster than I can go around here. I am dreadfully slow this week. Dreadful. I'm hoping for...
Psycho responds.
He does. 3,000th slower. Let's jump across to one of the probable candidates for the victory in the other Mercedes. That's Thomas. Got a McLaren in the way, who dutifully moves aside.
Have the Ferraris worked this out? Oh, they're fighting for position, lads. That's not. You've not really thought about this.
Oh, it's all right. They're keeping in kind with yesterday.
Yep. They didn't crash into each other. Too soon. I'm sorry.
Good evening, Perry. It's nice to have you with us.
I enjoyed yesterday.
I bet you did.
Massively.
I did not. And Thomas is in there as well on a 109.2. Raycon 109.5 on the mediums. That is a powerful lap time.
Yep, and Cookie's out on the mediums as well, so I'm expecting this to be a 109. Well, he nearly got into the 108s, I believe, in practice. We had him practice.
Does have a Williams in the way, though. This could be... No, he gets out of the way well. We're on board with Cookie,
who has the telling record of, if he makes it past the first lap, he finishes the race and wins.
Yeah, he's invalidated though. He dives into the pit lane. Every race he's got past lap 1, he's won. This season, anyway. However, I think tonight could buck that trend. And for those of you watching, I just want to canvass you real quick. I've asked my dad already about this. He says that 5 people are going to end up in the Wall of Champions.
Yep.
And he says 2 people are going to run into the back of somebody as they come into the pits and then they're trying to take the chicane.
Yes,
So
because that may or may not happen this week in a practice session.
I've already done it.
Yeah, you have.
I did it to Mitch of all people.
You did it to Mitch, so you've done it twice in a week.
Oh, did I do it to you as well? I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah, I did. I've done it twice then. Oh dear. Oh, that's tickled me.
There's words I could say, but it's not stream worthy.
No, Perry, he doesn't. Not unless I'm winning things. But no, I just asked him off the cuff before we came on air. And yes, big news, everybody.
The Daisy Sandero?
No, not the Daisy Sandero.
Oh.
Blank's back.
I know. I saw earlier. It's fantastic.
He's back out of the Canadian wilderness and back in the contest of stream picture. Forza Fredo there driving on the grass. I'm not sure why. Maybe he's demented. Who knows?
Something about that.
It is.
Whoa! Steve has lost it big time.
Indeed, he has. Turn 2 of all places.
He got out. Is he tried to avoid someone, outbraked himself, and then spun across the grass because it did look like that?
There is wing damage on that Red Bull.
But I can't see who was near him.
Neither can I. Although he's on his outlap now, so is that him coming out of the pits and he's done that?
Dunno.
In which case, who's just up the track from him? It's not Stonewall Seth. It's not KV. It could be Rick.
Don't know. But it was a very strange place to obviously lose it.
Yeah.
Ah, great. I'm having problems scrolling up and down. Lovely.
Oh no, he's in the chat. He's just managed to hit the wall coming out of the pits by himself. And so far, front runner in the COS Awards for dopiest crash of the season goes to Steve.
That is up there.
Yep, that is pure nomination. Number 1.
Until someone runs into the back of someone in the pit and tricks it.
Yep, there's that one. Rick on his second attempt goes across the line, does not beat his time. That toe proving beneficial to him. Let's jump on board with Camping Ducks. He's just starting his lap. KV fastest, 109.1 in the Ferrari. Great lap. He's come out of nowhere. Meanwhile, Redcon has put the soft tyres on. Cooking fastest with a 109 flat, also on the soft tyre.
I'm not gonna lie, there's a bit more room to find there. I think that's just a.
Yeah, I think you're right. And the Ferraris could be getting in each other's way here, although Forza Fredo is on a push lap. KV is not.
Sector 1. Oh, we got a bit of traffic. We got a lot of traffic.
Have we?
Yeah.
Where are we looking?
2. That is. Well, the Ferrari's getting out of the way of the Alpha.
Of Tichy, yeah. It is a Tichy.
And another Ferrari as well, so it's got a bit messy.
Yeah. No, you see, what do you do here if you're Raidcon? Because Raycon right now, as we can see by the graphic, his best lap time, 109.5, was set on the mediums.
I would sit in the pit lane, but I've just seen all the people below that haven't set a time yet on softs as Company Ducks improves.
He does.
Marginally.
Takes pole position by 0.04 of a second from Cookie. He will be livid. Cookie will be furious.
Just saying the top 8 are only half a second between each other, and that gap I'm expecting to get a bit closer as well.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I think if you raid con, I'm sitting in the pits until I drop out of the top 10.
Yeah.
And then I'm going out, because Thomas goes fastest, first man into the 108s, and it's massive. 108.6 for Thomas. I'm really screwed for tomorrow, aren't I?
Yeah, I okay, yes you are, but I think that's a good time simply because of the psychological factor that is going to put on everyone else.
Yeah, and it's also going to mean there is time to find still. There's still another 7 minutes of track evolution.
I mean, if that's a banker, well done.
There we go. Tichy coming across to finish his lap. Will he improve? No is the answer to that question. He will not. But he is going again. We'll stick with him. It's right on board. Let's put the pressure on. Will he make a mistake?
Yes.
Into the first set of chicanes. Seems okay through there. Up to the first split. He is down by a tenth.
It's Justin and Steve.
Yeah, both of those guys.
Steve seems to be on a lap, but he's got a couple cars in front of him, but he's catching them probably at the right place, possibly.
Tichy looking very smooth, but is it quick? We'll check at the second split.
Uzi has retired, and that's sector 3.
That'll be in the pits, is it? Tichy's gaining time back, but he's still down on his overall best.
I don't know where that is. Oh, Ball of Champions.
Millsy's in the Wall of Champions.
He is.
We'll see in a second then. He is, yeah.
Don't know why Steve's sitting there though.
I think it was
Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
What are you doing?
Steve, that's not allowed. There will probably be a penalty for that.
I mean, I'm surprised he's not been disqualified because he reversed back up the track.
Yeah. We'll review that afterwards.
Unfortunately, you got caught because I was just seeing who was near Millsy on a lap, and unfortunately you were. So, whoopsie.
He's been caught red-handed. But anyway, moving on with the action. Steve's going to have to do some one-shot qualifying. So will Justin. Yep. Rosa is out at the moment. He is currently on the medium tyre.
KV's out, and KV has pretty much matched his middle sector time.
We'll jump
he's down in the middle sector. Sorry, he's down in the sector.
We'll jump across to him. Only a 10th. If he can get a good final chicane, he might be able to improve. Put himself into second or maybe first place. We don't know. I doubt it, though. He's going to be pushing it for the line. Is he going to improve? No! 700ths down. Let's jump across to the man currently in 16th place, putting all his hope on a set of mediums. Currently 1.6 seconds up on his time. That's still not good enough.
Don't cut it. Yes, Stonewall Seth.
Rosa driving on the ragged edge up to the Sector 2 split. 4.4 seconds. He's now ahead of Millsy's. Cookie 108.4 to take pole position, but we're with his teammate at the moment, driving up towards the final chicane. There's a Ferrari ahead of us. We're too far back to get a tow.
Oh no, Fredo's cut it. No, Fredo.
Here we go. Don't hit the Wall of Champions. I think that's a cut from Rosa. He'll punch it for the line and we'll find out.
No, I think he's alright.
No, he was. He cut the final chicane, and that might be his quali over. He's going to have to punch it back to the pits.
No, he'll be fine. You can get out with 2 minutes to go. He'll be
yeah,
alright.
He's got to think about traffic. Raidcon is out on the soft tyre, so this could be interesting. Delta between.
Had to.
Yeah, delta between soft and medium is what, 6.5 tenths?
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
So then factor in track evolution, he's maybe got a second to find, so he should be up there.
I'm going to go, I reckon, oh, he's down. So he's cut it somewhere, he's back down, and he's going to go again, I think.
I think you're right.
Go into the pits and get another new set.
Oh, I don't know, he might. He'll have time to do it, yeah. Let's jump across. Bossman in the racing point, we've not given them any view time so far.
He's up by 2.5, by 1/4 of a second actually.
1/4 of a second. Currently putting here, he'll hold position then at the moment. And now he won't, nearly half a second. That'll take him to P9.
I think Steve's going to settle 109 on the soft run.
Steve next.
Just trying to work it out because he's not set a time already.
Bossman's bailed out of his lap. He's into the pits. Steve, meanwhile, through the final chicane.
That's someone that hasn't set a time. He knows he needs to set one. He's already attacked that.
No, he hasn't. 109.7 puts him P10.
Raycon did come in.
Yeah, and that's Steve's qualifying over. He will not get another lap in.
Oh, Tichy running ragged was up in the first sector by 0.16 of a second. He's up by 2 tenths now, Tichy.
He's going to be cutting it fine to the 108 barrier. He's going to be up there with the KVs and camping ducks of this world at this rate.
Surely not another one in the 109 months. Could you imagine?
I think he might be. Cookie's going out again. He's not feeling satisfied. Thomas is already on a lap. Here goes Tichy through the final chicane. DRS opens. Crosses the line. Improves by 2 tenths. 109.1. Into P4. Splits the two we were talking about. Who else is on a lap at the moment? Cygate is on one. He's marginally up on his time. Now 3 tenths through the middle sector.
Sector 3, yellow flag. Someone has had an off. I think that's just because of traffic, possibly as well. I think it is.
Yeah, I think that's someone getting out of the way. Thomas giving it everything he's got down this back straight. He's going to run out of ERS if he's not careful. Does a good job on the final chicane. Might have been a little bit safe, but we'll find out. 108.7 puts himself third, just behind his teammate.
Oh, Dan Hilton, you got so close to that.
Speaking of Dan Hilton, let's go on board.
Oh, he's just finished his lap. Didn't improve, but I'm not surprised because he probably would have been out if he did.
Okay, then let's...
Up by 3 tenths. No, Frodo's up by a second.
Up by a second. He's bailed out.
Oh, that's annoying. It's up by a second. So Frodo's probably going to be around the 109.3, so between Cave and Seth if he does go again.
Stumpy's currently 3 tenths up through sector 1. I think that's a cut though. Coming towards the end of sector 2.
Tell you what,
he's 6 tenths up though now.
Him, and he's a man under pressure. He's not set a time yet. We should expect it to be near the front as well.
Thomas has bailed out of his pole lap, so he's out of the fight. Cookie at the minute is a 10th up on his time. 2 tenths up through sector 2. Cygate's still making his way back to the pits. This could be a truly imperious lap from Cookie coming up here. This could be approaching the 107s if he gets this final corner right.
Oh, Justin's not set a time.
That's a big cut from Cookie. I don't know if that's going to stand. It did. 108.1.
You cheating. Yes, you can probably guess it. I'm seeing that lap.
Rick's bailed out of his lap. Camping Ducks has also bailed out of his.
Bossman's finishing his one now.
Indeed he is.
His best exit run to the line should be a 109. Yeah,
109.6.
Good. I think, yeah, he's realised what he's done as well. Raycon, well done.
Yeah, he's backed out of that lap. The only man who can beat him is Forza Fredo, who's bailed out into the pits. So, smart move from Raycon.
Big news, Justin down at 18th, did not set a time.
KV jumped up to P4 with his array of 8s.
Yep.
So now all we're waiting for is... who are we waiting for?
And Camping Ducks, wherever he is. No, he's in the pits as well. All I'm going to say is 4th to 14th separated by a second.
It's very, very close. Apart from the man on pole position, who is half a second clear. Eat the Cookie in the McLaren, looking to make it third win? Third win?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah, and on the bounce.
Come on, he's easy to work out.
Crash, 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 win, win. Thomas in second place in the Mercedes, bailed out of his second lap, of his final lap even, so we might see some more pace from him, I'm not sure. Cygate is wingman and teammate just behind him, so they will be forming a nice block. Rosa in P8 is the McLaren wingman, and he's far, far away from being able to help him. KV, great performance from him, his best qualifying of the season so far in P4, and the two Toro Rossos of Mineric and Camping Docks behind him. Looks like a dry start as well.
Teaching 7th as well, so...
Yep, good performance from McLaren.
Team Stumpchi.
Not bad at all from Team Stumpchi. Who's gonna be the naughty one?
Well, if it was on track record, it's Cygate. Picked up one last week. Or Cookie. There we go.
Yeah, it's Camping Docks. Camping Docks with the penalty.
I believe that's a different person every week.
It is so far, yeah.
Well done, boys.
Yeah, Raidcon as well in 10th place on the mediums. Keep an eye out for him.
I know we didn't cover it at the start, but you had to write. Danny had to write up a considerably long incident report this week.
I did for these guys, yeah. There was, I mean, it can only be described as calamitous.
Interesting.
You know, there was a lot. There was a lot. But yeah, that's last week. It's fine. So all the guys in the top 10 starting on the tyres they're qualified on, so that's P1 to 9 on the softs, P10 Raidcon on the mediums, good lap from him. Bossman and Steve 11th and 12th also on the mediums, then Conal, Stumpy, Forza Fredo, Dan Hilton and Millsy's all on the softs, and Justin at the back starting on the mediums.
I just want a fan poll. What is going to be the largest amount of penalties?
Yeah, we've got a lot of fan polls we can do actually. We want largest amount of penalties, who's going to put it in the Wall of Champions first, in the race I mean, obviously Mills has already done it. And
bust for Cookie.
Yeah,
sorry.
Is Cookie going to crash? Who's going to run into the back of someone when they're going to go into the pits?
Brilliant.
Yeah, I've seen it as well. Blank's got. He says someone's going to get disqualified on penalties by lap 30.
I think he got disqualified on penalties by lap 30 by the sound of it. What is the record? 40.
It's Perry's actually. It's Perry's at France in the AM1 race. I think it's 48 seconds. Yeah.
I mean, if someone manages to beat that today, I'll be impressed.
I mean, you get disqualified after 30 seconds of on-track penalties. The only reason it went up to 48 was because of like stop goes and
corner cutting penalties that were 10 seconds.
Yeah, and direct corner cutting penalties. So it's going to be one. It's going to be a hard one to beat.
Yeah.
It's easy in the chat. Here we go. 5 red lights in Canada. Wait for the glitch. And away we go. Good start from Cookie and Thomas. Thomas gets a much better launch away. He's going to be alongside. Dives down and into turn 2. He'll have the inside line. He'll probably take the lead. We've got a Toro Rosso spinning at the back. But at the front, Thomas has taken the lead from Cookie. Mercedes gets ahead of McLaren.
Oh, and Steve's round, and we got big crash Ferrari, Stumpy as well. Justin, I think, got called. Rick's round again. Dan Hilton's been tangled up in that. That was just absolute carnage.
Yeah, we've got Forza Fredo out of the race. Dan Hilton with major wing damage. Rick, I think, has avoided. No, he hasn't. He's got wing damage as well. Stumpy, does he have wing damage?
Oh, Steve's got wing damage as well.
Yep, Steve with severe wing damage. Stumpy with wing damage. Justin.
How about Justin?
Yep, wing damage
right
on the Renault as well. Millsies has got away clean.
Yeah. So Steve and Justin had to the kick in the teeth.
Rosa having to defend from Stonewall Seth early on. Will have the inside of the chicane, but this could end in tears.
Don't do it.
And Stonewall Seth takes the position.
Tell you what, Bossman's got to move past Conal.
Indeed he has. Who's going to dive into the pitch? Steve is in. Stumpy's in. Rick's in. And I'd imagine Dan Hilton will come in as well.
Justin stayed out.
And Rick, severe collision with Stumpy. That'll be on the pit entry, so there's one.
That was just messy.
Mm-hmm.
Into turn 3, that was just messy.
Yeah, that was everyone trying to just vie for position and it not coming off for them. So now strategy comes into play. Big winners off the start are, as you'd imagine, Millsies and Justin, both at 5 places. Big loser is Rick, down 11 places. Everyone else is almost as you were.
Seth got a horrible run out that corner. Raycon's looking to go around the outside. That's going to be difficult.
Yeah, but he'll have the traction because Seth will have to give him the space. Tucks in behind the Renault. Will pull out. I don't know where would you rather be going into this chicane? Do you want to be on the inside or the outside?
I would rather be on the outside, looking to switch back and then get the drive out. So wide.
Oh, that's a corner cut from Roadcon if I've ever seen one.
I've just seen one from Millsy, so you know.
Let's jump back up to the back at the front. The 2 leaders pulling away now. The gap behind them is over a second to Cygate as the DRS window opens.
Something goes side by side. These guys are pitted. Don't crash each other, boys, because you're going to be completely out of the race. Got 3 seconds. I know where that is. That's for cutting the last chicane. So penalties already taking many a victim.
They are. Thomas is almost out of DRS range of Cookie here. He will get it though, as will KV on Cygate, and that's who I'm going to jump on board with. Roz has managed to get himself back past Stonewall Seth.
Justin's decided to stay up, but he's losing time to Steve behind him. Steve's looked like he's going to have to do, possibly, he's going to have to stop again and possibly 2 stop out.
What tyres has Steve gone on to? Let's have a look.
He's gone back out on the softs.
On the soft tyre?
Cookie's got past Thomas.
Indeed he has. I would.
Oh, no, he hasn't.
Oh, there's a coming together.
How they both kept that out of the wall is beyond me.
Yep, and that's allowed Cygate look to get right back into the fight.
KV's not too far as well. So
Cookie looks like lightning in a straight line, unless Thomas made a mistake.
I think Thomas lit the rears up, so it's not really helping. He's cut that. He's under pressure.
He is, and this is where strategy comes into play. Some of these guys will be looking to go to lap 10 to 1 stop to the hards. Some of them will be looking to go maybe lap 5 to 8. Cookie clips the back of the Mercedes.
Oh, good move, around the outside of Bossman. Lovely move. So we've got top 5 developing already.
Yeah,
Thomas,
pulling away.
KV, Camping Ducks, and then Tichy is just...
He's under pressure from Rosa, and this is going to be an easy move, I think, for the McLaren with the DRS assistance. And now he can go chasing after that lead group.
That's which... Conal and Bossman, all side by side. Bossman, Bossman's got front wing damage right inside. They were quite close to each other at the start of the lap, I think they...
Yeah, he has. He's on the grass to go make a move around the outside. He's gone deep. Has to allow the Haas back through. That's bold, and we like bold.
Yes, we do. I'm just so glad he hasn't just gone straight on over the...
Yeah, straight over and done some serious damage. Cookie could be under pressure from Cygate here. Although, no, actually it's going to be a DRS train.
Yeah. So Rosas doesn't seem to have the pace. The guys in front.
Well, don't forget he started quite a way down, and he is starting to close that gap.
Was Tichy up in fifth, sixth then? Must have been. Yeah, he's lost 2 positions, I think.
I think Tichy's tyres are gone. Either that or he's got damage. Let's have a look. No, he's no damage. I think his tyres are gone.
That's early.
I mean, he could make it from here with a double medium. And we've got KV in already. He's going for the 2-stop, as Rosa is as well. Both of those guys are going to go for the 2-stop onto mediums, are they?
Yeah.
Just wait for see what Rosa goes on to.
Yeah,
yep, onto mediums. So for the 2-stop, now is the earliest you want to be stopping.
Justin with that front wing damage has got past another person with front wing damage, that's Bossman. So.
Yeah, Justin looking good, Raid looking good.
Yeah, Justin looks good though with that, even though he's got that damage.
Yeah, the medium runners want to get between lap 10 and lap 12 and then swap to the hards, and they'll have the advantage then over the guys who are doing a 1-stop from softs.
So the important thing for the likes of Cave and Rosa, they've come out into clear air.
Yeah, they need to just push now and try and get as close as they can to the likes of Raycon and now, Justin and Bossman.
Camping Duck's made a mistake, or is that just tyre performance? Because he's dropped essentially a second and a half.
I would be willing to bet that's tyre performance. Raycon under pressure from Conal, and he's going to lose the position to him. And Cookie sped in the pit lane. That could be crucial at the end of the race.
And Stonewall Seth is in. Titchy's in.
Yeah, Camping Ducks is in as well. Cookie onto mediums, going for the 2-stop. That's all of those guys going for the 2-stop.
Yeah, Bossman's in.
He's not making it to the end on those unless he really looks after them. He'd have been better off staying out until lap 10, even with the wing damage, and then he could have made it on a 1-stop.
Has gone wide. Rosa's gone past him.
And he's lost it. He's lost it. Oh, and then there's Titchy having to dodge.
Hopefully Titchy's not got so much damage.
I don't think he's got any, but we'll find out. No, he's good. He's good. Steve also made it past Camping Docks. Disastrous race so far for the Toro Rossos. Both of them starting high.
With massive undercut, by the way. Look where Rosa is. Compared to Cookie.
Good point, yeah. Big undercut by the look of things. Thomas is in, reacting to 8 Cookie. So let's see where Cookie comes out.
Well, if that's right, Kavey's going to be right up near the front as well. Kavey could be leading this race.
I think Kavey will be leading this race, actually. I mean, in fact, he's passed now. Where's Thomas? He's not. Thomas has only just deactivated the pit limiter. This is going to be close. Kavey's through. Yep, Rosa set the fastest lap of the race, and he's now chasing down that Mercedes. So essentially, Rosa has leapfrogged his McLaren teammate, and Kavey's got the lot of them.
That is a good strategy called by Kavey then.
It certainly is, if he can hold it though. Because look at this, Thomas all over the back of him. Kavey needs to get that 2/10 down into the towards Millsy, so he's got DRS to defend with. Is he going to get it? He might get it.
Oh, Camping Ducks and Steve around the contact. Where is that? That it looks like.
Steve's in the wall.
That's a weird place to have a collision with both of them.
Yeah, and Steve's got to wait. Ducks has got out of it, okay. And Steve's race goes from bad to worse. Wing damage on the Red Bull. He'll have to stop, although he can make it to the end now on the hards.
Is Sygate going to come out? Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be very close. I think Sygate's going to do a job here as well. On Cookie.
Yeah, yes. Sygate's done a job on Cookie, as you said. Splits the McLarens.
Cookie's had a stinker.
Oh, Thomas and Kavey getting tangled with Millsies.
Oh, because it's Millsy, and that's perfectly fine, because that is for position as well.
Yeah, I just jumped to that. That was too close.
Millsy was up into third. God.
He's going for Millsy's going for the 1-stop. Steve and Dan Hilton both in.
Varamir does raise quite an important point actually. Don't forget Cookie's got that 5-second penalty. He's going to serve. Oh, it looks like he's running to the back of Sidegate as well. Through that overspeed.
Let's have a look, see if he's got any damage. Nope, nothing on the Cookie's car.
So Cookie's going to have to serve that 5-second stop-go. Not stop-go, time penalty as well.
Yeah, he is.
Millsy's in. Millsy's going to be alright, you know.
Yeah, he'll go to Haas from here and he'll go to the end.
Well, just in terms of track position, I think he's going to come out ahead of where he started.
He'll come out in P11. Bossman's too far back. Interesting call. So he's just going to have fun with it, isn't he? He's going to stop again.
Yeah. Can I just be annoying? Can
Go
I
for
just
it.
be exactly?
Thomas can't find a way past KV.
Dan Hilton's going to get lapped here. What about that? He has
He
got
is,
lapped.
but KV's going to get DRS from him
Yep.
to defend with. So
I still like that though. He's still getting out of the way despite the ghosting system.
that's what they should do though, because the ghosting system's not perfect. And Thomas is looking at it and cuts the chicane for his trouble.
Sidegate got past Rosa, and Rosa's now under the pressure from Cookie.
And I think this might be a multi-2-1. Indeed it is.
Yes, it was, definitely. Saw the throttle just being eased off.
Cookie goes chasing after the number 2 Mercedes.
Thomas is still sticking with KV.
He is, but KV seems to be mighty at the beginning of the third sector. And he's getting lucky with the DRS zones.
He's adjusted.
And that's for position as well, so there's no ghosting involved. And we've got Dan Hilton having to take to the runoff area. I think he's just getting out of people's way. Good man.
And he went down the inside as well. Oh.
As he's supposed to do. That's what we like to see.
Sidegate has gone past Cookie.
Yeah, KV now looking for a move on Justin. He needs to make this quick and try and use it as a blocker for Thomas, and he's got it done.
Cookie's going for it down the inside. He's going to follow it through. Gets it stopped just in time.
Cookie's made the move, and Sidegate gets a penalty for it. Can Thomas get past Justin now? No, he can't. KV's got a bit of a buffer. Now's his chance to push.
Millsy and Rick side by side. They're getting the DRS off of Bossman in front. Dan Hilton has retired. I don't know where that is.
I think in the pits.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yep, it's in the pits.
And Rick's gone for a move down the inside of Bossman into turn 1, and he's parked it on the exit of the corner.
Oh,
but he's gone wide.
That's Justin. Oh, has Justin got front wing damage again? No, surely not.
I don't know. We'll have a look.
Oh, yeah,
he has. He has, yeah. Rick got a really poor drive out of turn 1, ended up on the grass, and that let Bossman back through.
That must have been with KV then and Thomas.
The good thing though now for Justin.
Yep.
Actually, we say again he's not stopped yet, so I don't think he has. He can stop now, replace his wing, put the hard tyres on, and he's good to go. But he's carrying on.
Raycon, those medium tyres are starting to complain. I think he's just losing performance.
Yeah, although KV now has caught back up to him. We'll have DRS again when
There's
Thomas.
no team orders, I don't think, down at Toro Rosso.
If it's me, I'm letting Dux carry on. He's on the fresher, softer tyre. Rick's going to the end, or trying to from here, so just want to jump back up to the battle for the lead.
Still hope for Stumpy actually down in 15th.
I'm not so sure. If there is, he needs to stop now. He needs to stop now if he's going to do it, or this time around. Oh, and Thomas has gone for the move on KV, down the inside into the hairpin. brilliant move from Thomas, actually. KV left the door open, and he just drove straight through it, and Roz has disconnected.
Oh no!
And
he's
Thomas
just
now...
dropping so much time as well.
Yeah, Raycon's in. That releases Thomas and KV to continue their fight. Justin's in as well. I think this could be where Thomas pulls away. Now he's got ahead of the Ferrari.
Oh, Lucy's got past Rick. Was his back, luckily.
Yeah, he's back in P5. He's currently lost around 5 seconds. Stonewall Seth will probably get past him before he can retake control.
He just lost it at the worst place. He lost it basically in sector 3. Which
Yeah.
You don't want to lose it there.
No. Although on the plus side, the AI will have given him a kind lap on the tyres.
Yeah.
So
it's just he's lost a place, and he could lose another one here to Tichy as well.
yeah, Seth's going to come through, and he's not regained control of the car just yet. And he's gone again. He's gone again.
So frustrating.
Stumpy on the back of Millsies. He's got DRS assistance.
So Raycon came out on the hards. Justin went on to mediums again. Split strategy between those two.
Justin's knackered it. Unless there's a safety car, he's knackered it. He was in prime position to go to hard tyres to the end, and he would have been right at the front, whereas now he's got to stop again.
Maybe because maybe if he's practicing hard this week, he's just doesn't like him, just hasn't got the pace. But yeah,
maybe
he's got to stop.
He will have to stop.
Anyway.
Yeah, he has to stop again. Both because of tyre life and the rule where we have to use 2 different compounds. So that's knackered his race, unfortunately. That's a shame. I was looking forward to seeing where he could end up. Our winner from Australia.
That may be just the rev glitch, I think. Well, you're right, Stonewall Seth bouncing off the limit of every single gear. Yeah, it's because of the rev glitch.
Is Rosa back? Yes, he is. Rosa's back. But he's going to be under pressure from Conal.
So he's lost, what?
3 places, essentially. No,
So
2 places. He's lost 2 places and a couple of
12
seconds. Because he was on the back of Cygate, wasn't he? So at least 12 seconds, yeah.
Wowzers. That is a kick in the teeth.
Certainly is. Let's jump down. Bossman on the back of Rick. Now, Rick's managed to get past him. We saw the first battle between these two, where Rick ran wide, and then Bossman retook the position. Let's see if the same happens, if Lightning will strike twice. It doesn't. Rick gets a much better exit this time. Oh, big corner cut for Bossman, and gets 3-second penalty for his trouble. Meanwhile, at the front, Cygate is the man to move away from the 8th to 10th gap.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
What?
He's gonna have to work hard for it.
Who is? Cygate?
He's got 12 seconds worth of penalties already.
Cygate has?
Yep.
Whoa!
Cookie's got 6, and 2 out in front have got 3 each. So,
And Cookie went for a move on KV, who forced him wide in some brilliant elbows out defending.
I'm not going to say anything, but Tichy just needs to just keep it on the track and just keep pace.
Roz has got past him, I think, unless I'm still on board with Cookie. I am still on board with Cookie. Yeah, Roz got past into turn 1. There's Cookie's next penalty.
That's 9.
Let's not count Raycon out of this race just yet, as KV runs wide, and that allows Cookie through.
Yeah.
I was scared he was going to put it in the wall. I want him to do well in the Ferrari. I'm not biased at all.
Yeah, he's catching up actually. I mean, if the 3 in front of him continue on squabbling, Well, that's going to put him, what, up to possibly 6th? But I'm looking to see if Rosa now just tries to clear off.
Yeah, I think he will. Sygate, meanwhile, looking for a move on KV into turn 1.
Side to side wheel contact. Still
KV should hold this one. Although he's going to be nice and give him the space, and Thomas, Sygate's going to have the drag.
Oh no, Tichy's stuck in the wall.
Wall of Champions claims Tichy.
Yeah, he goes round.
Now then, what tyre from here? It's going to have to be hards, I think, for Tichy.
I was just saying, he had to just keep it on the track. He didn't have any penalties. He had 2 warnings. He was doing what his brother does.
And then he put it in the wall. Yep, it's a shame. I hope not, Perry, mainly because I'm expecting Dresser to be miles out in front of me. I will be doing the... If anything, I'm going to be trying the Carlos Sainz last 2 podium challenge.
Not on my watch.
Yeah, you need to do well tomorrow. This is your track, innit?
Well, it should be. Practice hasn't proved that though.
Yeah, and Sygate held off KV, and Conal's got past Rosa, who's into the pits. Early stop. He's away. 16 laps till the end. Should just about be able to do it.
Is he going to try and trigger everyone else to come in early?
I think he's too far back to try it, but Tichy's in as well. So he should be able to make it now from on the mediums.
Raycon, just keep it on the road, fine.
Yeah, Raycon's in a commanding position at the moment.
He's in a very good position.
He's in net first position. He's going to start to gain time on those guys ahead of him.
Let's see his penalty situation.
I know there's at least one. Oh, Sygate's in. And that's a very early stop for Sygate, so I think he is trying to cover off Rosa, even. Who now is right on the back of the camping docks. Conal's in as well, trying to do the same.
That is Constructors' Championship stuff already.
Yeah, it is. It is, yeah. Rosa's got past camping docks. He has DRS for the start-finish straight. Where is Sygate's well gone. Sygate's well gone.
Yeah, Rosa struggled to get past camping ducks.
But Rosa has pulled a big gap over Conal, and I say that, he hasn't actually. The pit exit has saved Conal there.
Yeah, he caught camping ducks at the wrong time. He only took him down the back straight.
Stumpy's in after 17 laps on the medium tyre. What a trooper that man is.
Team Stumpy.
It's Team Stumpy, yeah.
Team Stumpy could be coming out near each other as well.
Oh, yeah. Sygate, meanwhile, on the back of Raidcon. This should be a simple pass. And when it is, he will take the net lead as the 3 of them are in. The 3 leaders are in the pits.
Thomas got held in the pits.
It's not going to be good. And
Cookie's gone front wing change.
He has front wing change and a 5-second stop go. Well,
wow.
Time penalty. That's going to cost him dearly.
Where's Rosa?
And look where Sygate is. Straight out into second place. KV's way down. Thomas retakes the lead.
Raidcon is there, thank you very much.
Yeah, Raidcon is there.
Yeah, Rosa. He lost position of Rosa again as well.
Yeah, Cookie there essentially losing himself 10 seconds. So
good news is he's not horrendously far off everyone else.
If he hadn't had those 2 incidents, he would have been right in between those Mercedes.
Yellow flag sector 2. Oh, Conal's round. Oh, that's disaster. That he's only been on those for a lap, and
Yeah.
that possibly was with one of the Toro Rossos because he was in that battle.
Yeah, he was. Got the Williams of Millsy just behind, but has DRS to defend.
He's got front wing damage, I think, in general.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, I think you're right. Be a stop coming up for Kono, and it'll have to be the hard tyre.
I mean, I'm completely agreeing with Varrimer here.
Yeah.
Tier 2 guys, if you want to take any tips or tricks like we try and do from the races week by week, yeah, just throw it out of the window.
Yeah, don't take it from this one. Millsy, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Rick did 19 laps on the hard time. That was pretty good going to be.
Rick is in for his second stop.
Going anywhere?
I thought for a horrible second he'd had the glitch then. I thought that glitch was back, but...
Shades of Singapore and Hungary of the past.
Yeah, and Spa and everywhere else.
I mean, I don't know why you're moaning. You benefit from those.
I benefited from the Singapore one, alright? I didn't from any of the others.
And the Hungary one.
Oh yeah, well you benefited from that. Don't try and pin this on me. You still got, was it P4 or P5 you got that race?
I got P5 on penalties, but I still would have finished in the top 7 easy.
Yeah, right.
I mean, after Ricky took out the entirety of the field, but yeah, we'll move on. After that lap 1 chaos.
Yeah. And barring a miracle, Perry's just made a good point. Cookie has bottled it. He's going to miss out on his usual stat of winning every race he gets past lap 1 on. I suppose it had to end at some point.
I mean, he moans about Rosa having the bottle in the team, but it's pretty much up there.
Speeding in the pit lane has cost him. Even if he took 5 seconds off his time, then...
I mean, he's gained, what, he was 6 seconds behind Justin, and he's already down to 1 second, so...
Yeah, he has gained 2 seconds on the leaders.
I believe that's a man on a mission. I want to prove you wrong, Perry.
He does not have DRS from Justin, despite being within 1 second. He wasn't at the activation point. Not a good race for Rosa, he's dropping back.
I mean, the disconnect's not helping.
No, the disconnect hasn't.
Let's try again. It's not helped him. It's what? He's a net 12 seconds off where he should be.
Yeah. Now the interesting thing I want to keep an eye on is the gap in front of and behind Raidcon. Because at what point will everyone round him's fresh mediums start to lose ground?
The only problem is for Raidcon, that's going to be what, 22 laps on the hards.
It's doable. You can go from lap 10 on them.
He's gone past Justin.
Yeah, it was an easy one, I think.
Not where you expect someone to overtake, though.
I'll tell you what, let's jump on board with Justin. He might have one opportunity to get back ahead of Cookie. The exit wasn't great there, I'm not sure.
Go side by side.
Justin has DRS, but he's not opening it. Is there damage to the wing?
Seth
I think... no, it's open.
Surely. Yeah, that move's done.
Yeah, good job from Sommel Seth.
Cookie's already back on Raid as well. Raid defends. Whoa.
Bossman into the pits.
Yeah, that's expected.
I jumped back on him because I thought he'd just gone deep and he's going to plough into the wall or into the back of somebody. Yay, we've hit 30 viewers. Come on, let's get it up to 40. Thank you all for joining us. We hope you're enjoying yourselves. Cookie looking all over the back of Raidcon. See if I'm Raid, I'm letting him go here. He's got a different race to fight.
Bossman's come out in a nice little gap. Could still pick up a point. The racing point. So I have to get it right with emphasis because everyone goes,
well,
Matt, you always say it wrong.
Well, I think you could be right here because Justin has to stop again.
I think just out on pace, to be fair, in terms of pressure tyres.
Maybe. We'll find out before the end.
I think, I don't know, on penalties, let's have a look. I mean, him and Rick are going to be very close in terms of on who's going to get the most penalties.
Ooh. Oh, Ray, 3 seconds.
Oh, that's not helped.
Rick and Tichy battling into the final corner. And Rick takes the position.
It's only his second one, to be fair.
How's KV doing? Is he still only on 3 seconds?
Where's KV?
Third place.
Yeah, just.
What is he? 3 seconds and then 2 warnings.
Yeah.
What about Thomas?
Thomas has got a penalty plus, in total, 4 other warnings afterwards, so he's had some kind of collision.
Yeah. Justin and Raycon. Justin's got through. Just keep your head raised. This isn't where you need to push.
Yeah, we know Justin's going to have to pit again.
Yeah. Sets 2 and 3 yellows. That's Bossman.
Oh, he's lost it there.
That's a very odd place to lose the back of the car.
Now then.
The whole front wing has gone.
He was catching up.
And he's retired on track, so there's a penalty coming his way.
You fool! If you're going to do it, at least don't do it when we're going to be on board with you.
Yeah.
I'm not condoning people to do it, but...
Yep. Oh, well, Steve is into the pits. This will be for the soft tyre.
Here we go, the fastest lap's going to get taken away.
I say that. And he's gone on to mediums.
Right, I'm out. I'll see you later. Why? I'm not getting any straightening ideas.
Raid now starting to close onto the back of Justin after being overtaken, so maybe 12-13 laps is the limit for those mediums. That's where the crossover point seems to be.
I think Steve he's ghosted.
Is he? Oh, he'll be getting lapped, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cookie's just gone through.
Ooh, that's got very interesting. That is Conan on the back of Mildy.
And Millsy's just gone through. That's why he's not so close. Goes deep into turn 2 though. This could give Conal the opportunity.
Raid's not exactly dropping off, is he?
That's what I mean.
Justin.
No, I think we're at the crossover, and here comes Justin for his pit stop. This will be for the soft tyre. It will take him to the end. Releases Raycon into 5th, so 6 seconds the gap to Cookie. He will jump him at the moment.
Is Rosa going to get close enough to Raid? One, that's Steve getting out of the way.
I don't think he will, you know. I don't think Rosa will get close enough. KV, meanwhile, is closing in to the back of Cygate, although he is dropping off the back of Thomas. I think that's rather Cygate's lack of pace compared to KV's sudden increase.
You know what? He's dragging Cookie with him because that gap between those two has now come down between 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Conan and Millsy go past each other again. Oh, I've just seen Stumpy just hit the wall.
Stumpy in the wall.
Well, he's not. He's hit it. Let's put it that way. He's not in it.
Wall of Champions.
Yeah. car.
Front wing damage on the Alpha. And look at this, here comes Cookie.
Let me do the maths on this, hang on.
Raycon's picked up another 3 seconds, that will keep him behind Cookie at this point.
I'm not gonna lie, I've just seen Sargate's race director. His first 16 laps, Jesus!
Steve's retired, sector 3. I don't know.
I can't help you, because I'm trying to do the maths. Cookie's just picked up, Cookie's on 12 seconds.
I don't know if that's... it's in the pits. It's in the pits for Steve.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think.
Oh, Cookie, he's gonna have to perform a miracle here, ladies and gentlemen.
How many is it for?
He's on 12 seconds and Katie's only on 3.
What about Sargate and Thomas? What are they on?
Well, Sargate, luckily for Cookie, Sargate's also on 12.
Okay, Thomas has just picked up another.
Thomas is now on 6.
Come on, KV, you can do this, lad.
So so at the moment it's finishing Thomas then KV, then it's gonna be between Sargate and Cookie.
Yep. Come on, KV, get it up towards inside 3 seconds, lad, and you've got this win. You can do this.
I'm gonna say Sargate's gone from not having any warnings or anything for 13 laps to he's gonna close to get another penalty. So Cookie is gonna be close as well if Sargate picks up another warning.
And you see, if I'm KV here, I'm letting Cookie go and I'm using him as a tow. Justin makes it past his teammate into P7. Yeah, and on the fresh softs, I'm not surprised. No, Perry, he hasn't yet. But he's in the fight here.
Raycon's just dropped off massively. I know
Yeah,
Cookie has been, you know, pumping in fastest laps, pretty much after the fastest laps in terms of pace.
Okay. Come on, Kevy, just let him go, lad. Let him go. You'll get him on penalties. Can you tell I'm biased? Sorry, everybody.
Wait, hang on. Wait, he's going to get... No, he's not. He's going to lose by a second.
Who is?
KV.
Yeah, I know. He needs to get within three seconds of Thomas to win.
Yes, and at the moment he's 3.8, so he needs what, 8 tenths.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just made a mistake though. Oh, Cookie's right there.
Just let him go. Use the DRS off him. Let him help you. Sygate picks up another penalty.
That's it. Cookie needs to get the hammer down. This could be it. Cookie could get a podium here as well.
KV lets him go.
It's going to come down to penalties.
And we'll use the DRS. So let's have a look at the gap to the leader. Currently for KV it's 4.7 seconds. That will come down as he's pushing.
Thomas has got 19%. Sygate is on 13%. Cookie's on 48%. KV on, excuse me, 38% DRS.
I'm saying it's going to come down, but KV's outside of DRS now to Cookie. Because somehow Cookie got DRS down the back straight. See, I know these guys are in a party together, and I know Cookie's going to have the hammer down, but
so what,
I want them to help each other.
In a minute as well.
Oh yeah, Rosa, let's jump across to that. He's closing in on Raidcon. Stonewall Seth with 3 seconds.
Oh, you know what? I think Stumpy's going to do alright here.
Stumpy round the outside of Mills. He's at the hairpin. Great move from the lad. Who did you say was going to do well?
The likes of, hang on, Camping Ducks.
If you're going to say Titchy, because he's in the pits.
Ah, he's just done it again.
Meanwhile, KV has stayed within DRS range of Cookie, crucially. in his battle to get himself his first win in Contest of Speed. He can do it. 4.3 seconds now, the gap. It's probably not going to be enough, but he can try. Rosa has got past Raidcon. We're going to stay with this battle for now.
Oh, and he doesn't know because the driver's too far ahead of him. Oh, Tichy could have got a point.
Well, a minute, the fastest lap is held by Justin, so he will try and take it off him if he can do it. KV 4.2 now. Come on, lad, you can do this. Oh, KV picks up another 3 seconds. That's it, gone.
No, Cookie's round, Cookie's round.
Cookie! He was tangling with Cygate, trying to push on.
Oh no.
And is there wing damage? No, no wing damage on the McLaren though.
Slight, ever so slight.
Yeah, but now this brings Raycon back into play for 4th place.
And you know what? Ross is going to outdo him. Yeah, Ross is going to outdo him easily.
Hang on. Look at KV. If he hadn't picked up that other penalty, he needs to pray now. What are Thomas's warnings looking like? This could be a miracle. Half a second now is all he needs, and then for Thomas to pick up another penalty.
Thomas needs one warning. Thomas needs one warning.
He needs one warning. Come on, guys. Make this a miracle. Let's ride on board with Thomas. Let's put the pressure on. Race leader on the final lap of the race.
I can't track the penalty, so I don't know who's going to be where.
Takes it nice and steady. Currently 3 point. No, KV's losing it. 4 seconds now.
Oh, you know why? There's a Mercedes in front of him as well. That'd be why.
Is he parking it?
Cygate's doing an excellent team role here.
Cygate doing the job for his teammate, parking it in front of the Ferrari. Thomas meanwhile weaving down the back straight. He knows we're watching. Tichy does get the fastest lap, but it's going to be Thomas to take the win in Canada.
Oh, Ross got past Raid. Oh my god.
KV takes 2nd place. Cygate has 3rd at the moment, but Cookie might. And no, he won't actually, will he? No, definitely won't now.
He's going to be looking down towards the Justin range because Justin's not putting any penalties.
Cookie comes across. Rosa doesn't jump Cookie.
That's surprising.
That is a surprise. Raycon gets P4.
Just. Oh! 86 thousandths of a second.
That's to Raycon.
Yeah, I know.
So Ray's done alright. Justin is in P7. Stonewall Seth in P8. Good performance from the Renault boys. P7, P8. Justin could have been higher though. He could have been up there with the Raycons. And the Cookies if he just stopped for hards rather than 2-stopping. The 2 Toro Rosso boys, P9 and P10, they'll be bitterly disappointed with how their races have gone. Conal comes across P11. Tichy jumps him.
Yeah.
And it's if he'd not stopped.
If he'd not stopped, he would have been easily got a point.
But as it turns out, he denies Justin the point and takes P11 with the fastest lap. What a race that was.
Yeah, both on track and off track, technically.
Yeah, but it's a Mercedes double podium. Where have we seen that before with a Ferrari to split them? Thomas takes the win. KV in P2 will be very pleased with that. And Cygate doing the job for the team and still keeping track position and finishing position to boot. P3 for him. Hasn't that been good?
That is huge for the constructors.
It is, yeah. That gives Mercedes a massive boost over McLaren, who are their main rivals. But there we can see the penalty situation. Cookie didn't need to get ahead of Cygate. He would have got him on penalties. But That's how it goes sometimes. He went for the move. He wouldn't be a racing driver if he didn't go for the space. To quote one famous individual. At least paraphrase, rather. 23 seconds. Just playing at home. Right. Driver of the day votes in the chat, please, everybody. I know who... yeah, I think... a couple of guys are saying the same as I would.
I would say that's split at the moment.
So, right, I'm going to invite the top 3 into the party, and whilst I do that, to save you seeing all the nonsense of the little blue screen with the bouncing squares, I'm going to run an ad on the video, on the stream even, not the video. If you're watching this on YouTube, this shouldn't be here because of the magic of editing and things. But everybody else, I'll see you in 60 seconds. I say I'll see everyone in 60 seconds. They can probably still hear me. I mean, it's happened before, hasn't it?
Dulcet tones.
Yeah. Right, so KV, Thomas and Cygate. Yeah, I can go. Jump back out. Do my audio mix. And get ready. Right, welcome back everybody. I was not singing that. Don't you say I was singing that. I might be a patriot, but the Italian national anthem is as far as it goes. Damn it. Damn it, they could still hear me. Right, so anyone who's joining for interviews can make sure your audio is set to be shared, please, before we start, so we don't end up with a Blade scenario. And I know he's not watching, so I can say what I like about him.
It's just Katie at the moment. He's decided to join us.
So he is here. Okay, so we'll start off with P3 then. Cygate. Feel free to answer in Dutch if you like. I know I've done that before for people, and I know Thomas probably will when we get round to him. So just talk us through your race. How was it for you? And were you worried at all at the end about the 12 seconds of penalties?
Yeah, I was worried the whole time. I didn't expect I was going to be third because of the penalties. But
you great man.
Yeah.
Magnificent race. It was really fun.
Yeah, good stuff. We saw you battling with Cookie towards the end of that race. Was there any contact between you two as you came through that corner where he spun, or?
I don't know if there was contact when he spun. There was contact, but I don't know if that because of the contact he spun or he spun later. I don't know.
Fair play. I'm sure that if there was anything, it will come to light before too long. And then at the end, were you? I'm assuming you two were in a party together talking. Were you backing KV up just to make sure Thomas got the win?
No, we don't talk.
No?
We just text and WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Discuss strategies and so on.
Fair play.
Yeah, we worked together in the first stint. It was fun.
Good stuff. Congratulations on P3.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. P2, KV.
Good evening.
You've done the job, lad. Get in.
Yes.
Points for Ferrari. I'm not biased. I promise. Go on, talk us through it.
Yeah, man, what a race. I think hats off to all, Cygate, Thomas and Cookie. That, I mean, like, three-quarters of that race was just everyone was just on the pace, and it was just great to be a part of. I mean, like I said, I mean the last 10 laps, I honestly couldn't push anymore. I knew that Thomas had a penalty, but I had a penalty and 2 warnings. So I felt like even if I pushed to the max, I would probably get a penalty anyway. But it wasn't to be. So, but I'll take P2 all day long. So.
Yeah. P2 is best of the rest. That'll do us nicely. Nice 18 points in the bag as well. And I think, let me have a look. Yeah, you got driver of the day as well.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much, guys.
So, the chat loves you.
And I love them too.
Yeah. Anyway, congratulations on P2. Hopefully next time we see you it'll be from the top step.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. Moving on to the man on the top step, Thomas.
Woo?
Yes. Again, I know last time you were here you answered in Dutch, feel free to do so again. How important was it to get ahead of Cookie at the start?
Yeah, the start was good. I got the outside and yeah, I passed him. And
Yeah.
he got my space, dus yeah, it's good.
I was going to say, from there it seemed like there was only going to be one winner, and you controlled the race. I mean, it's second pit stop,
Yeah.
you were in and out from first place, and it's pushing towards the end. Did you know behind you that KV could have got past you on penalties, or?
No, I had 6 penalties and he had 6 too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was on the last lap though. The gap came down to 3.4 seconds, and KV only had 3 seconds at that point. So I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be honest on commentary. I was like, "Come on, KV, come on, get him."
Well, hang on, your commentary was that.
Yeah.
I was trying to be the
Yeah, you were trying to be proper and
unbiased individual.
unbiased. I don't hide it at all. But it looked like a really solid performance. It looked almost easy for you. I mean, obviously it won't have been, but
Yeah, it was through contact with Cookie on the pitch.
yeah.
Saw you there of saw you there to do? Saw you dead on the stream?
Yes, I think we did.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I'm trying to think back.
He missed 2 front ring places too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I've got it. It's when it's that second stop. Obviously,
Yeah.
Cook missed
Yeah.
out because that 5 seconds and the front wing on top.
Yeah.
That's why Thomas gained.
Yeah. So, yeah. Either way, perfect storm worked in your favour. Congratulations, second win,
Yeah.
and hopefully we'll see you again next time.
I hope so.
Good stuff. So all that remains for me to do is wrap up tonight's stream. We hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see some more Contest of Speed, you can see these guys race again next week. Same time, 10 PM in the UK. And next time we will be coming to you from the Circuit of the Americas for the US Grand Prix. But if you can't wait until then, you can watch myself and Matt make fools of ourselves tomorrow night in the Tier 2 race, and you can watch Tier 1 on Wednesday. Both of those are also 10 PM in the UK. If you want to watch the American guys go and race around this fine circuit in Canada, you can do so on Thursday evening at 9 PM Eastern. That's 2 AM on Friday morning in the UK, and yes, I will be back this week. Because no one else wants to do it. And that it was going to be a race you don't want to miss because of the return of a certain blankety blank, everybody.
The legend.
The legend has returned, so make sure you tune in. Thank you guys for joining us for some interviews and for some good action on track. Thank you, Matt, for joining me in commentary as always. And once again, thank you to everybody at home for tuning in. We will see you next time. Good night.